Okay, it's recording now. Okay, hey guys, we're back. Yeah. Just, yeah. How did you get here, T3? Were you on the Ebonhawk with Creo? But where did Ebonhawk come from? I really do wish I knew what T3 was saying. I honestly don't. Yes, but where did that Ebonhawk come from? Oh, T3 is silent. T3? Don't know what he's saying. Really have no fucking clue. If you don't know, then just say so. I already used to tell me. If you don't know, then just say so. I'm nice with T3. I love T3. Alright, but this is over. If you didn't know, then say so, but don't start seizing up. If you didn't know, then say so, but don't start seizing up on me. Forget I had other questions. Gonna be a lot of talking in this session. Could you please ship it so I'd find you? You look like you've suffered a lot of damage over the years. How much damage? I have no clue what you're saying. So you lost a lot of your programs in Pave Core in addition to the damage to your frame. Poor T3. Well, I'm glad. Sure, you'll gain that to go back. I'm glad to have you here along. I'd love to. He's the best one. Best robot in any game, hands down. Computer, I might be able to upgrade your memory core. Probably not. Probably not gonna happen. Alright, let me take a look. This is not gonna work. This ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. 3, 2, yep. Fuck. Need such a high skills, that's not even funny. Whoops, must have crossed the circuit. Must have crossed the circuit. We'll try again later. For now, I have questions for you. Don't have any. I'm pretty sure I don't have any repair skills, so that's not gonna help. Okay, yeah, that's nothing else. I'm just gonna record, get all the dialogue done, then I'm probably just gonna call it. That's it for this recording session. Looks like, yeah, prepare, diagnosis, I don't know, it looks as if the droid is missing 4 critical components. There's a droid processor, replacement droid chassis, the control cluster, and that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Excuse me. Take the vocabulator and insert it in the core. Success! You've installed the vocabulator. Step away. Not gonna be to rebuild that towards late in the game, depending on how I do it. I'm trying to think if anyways. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can do. There's only Krayer and then Atten that I can talk to. So that kind of sucks. Let's talk to Krayer.
You come for more answers. There is little more left to give.
When you lost your hand, I felt when you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
If I could, I would have. If I could, I would have protected you.
I am here to save you, not the other way around. Looks to me like you're the one who needs help. I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
Damn, burn. The pain I felt when you... The pain I felt when you lost your hand, what if it had been more intense?
I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme? I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
And the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Quicker would it have killed me?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Oops. What can we do? I don't want my actions to put you at risk.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
How could this have happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us.
Our frame rate
When
is
one of us
fucking
manipulates
insane
the
right
force
now.
to heal or
It's switching
strengthen
between
ourselves,
75
the other
and, like,
is
50.
aided as well.
Which is weird because resolution on this game makes it so that the frame rate is at a set number, and my recording software obviously cuts that frame rate like, I don't know, it cuts it in weird places. You can create possess the force chain special ability. When either of you uses a force power on yourself, the other gains the benefits as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
What technique doesn't? What do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
We can't keep running until they catch us.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Why would I ask where are we bound? Like, she just said we are bound for Telos. Enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And we find no trace of Jedi teaching Telos to help us.
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
That doesn't sound too convincing. It really doesn't. There are other questions I wish to ask you.
Ask, and I will answer.
When we're in progress, I can feel the force skin.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
Fuck if I know. No, it felt different. Faint.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
It's not possible to cut one off from the Force. It's like deafening someone or blinding them.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
There must be a way to reverse what they did. No. Must be a way to
It is
reverse what they
possible
did.
that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But you said it's possible. How?
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
I will honor whatever training you give me,
Do
because...
not honor me, fallen
whatever.
Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
Except here as I would welcome whatever aid you offer.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence.
Oh, other questions I wish to ask you.
And I will answer.
Yep. I need to know more about the Sith that are hunting
These
us.
Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
First split?
Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
So these Sith continue the crusade, but these Sith seem different.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
Sorry, I was reading them. I've only seen Sith assassins like those on the Harbinger.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
There are other questions I was to ask you.
And I will...
Yeah, whatever. Okay, tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars.
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
Tell me about the Mandalorian Wars.
It is a tale you already know well.
Yeah, I know.
Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council didn't help. Only a few of the Jedi Knights did.
Indeed. The Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
Revan Malak refused to wait.
Two Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
So he destroyed them at Malachor 5. Malachor 5 is a fucked up planet, but we won't go there till the end of the game.
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Sorry. Many Jedi died at Malachor 5, and the conflict split the Order.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this.
I thought the fall of the war had consumed. Some battles must be fought. It was not Revan's failing. But some battles must be fought. It was not Revan's failing.
Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
And that was the Jedi Civil War?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
How were Malak and the Sith defeated?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
But what happened to Revan?
After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not